change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his man, it's Williams. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
On the ground, it's Durham. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Fires to the tight end. Just plowing ahead. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Durham. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On the ground, it's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Got his man all by himself. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He'll take another shot here. Got his man downfield. Finds some room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Thrust that arm out. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a speed bump on that last play, now work to do on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Barry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find...
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Hits it with a stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to, and he loses the football. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Aggies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Never quit on the play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Foster. Grabbed over the middle, it's Berry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Right on the money. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, better look out! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here's the handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. LSU will get a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Foster. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 88.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stay. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fakes the grab. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Lacey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Foster. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. They're able to get him stopped. Shy of the 1st down mark. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really. Execution, somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Foster. He makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
He's brought down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Foster. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Owens. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. The clock is just inside. 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.